So of course we're organising in our workplaces, but young people all over the world are also coming together to campaign on many different issues.
Say his name! George Floyd! Say his name! George Floyd! Say his name! George Floyd! Say his name!
It was good. I went to some rallies, went to some protests, a couple of vigils for the Black Lives Matter, and obviously the terrible losses, sort of atrocities that have happened around the world, that always have happened around the world, but are only coming to the forefront of the media and sort of our general zeitgeist recently. It was really interesting and really powerful, genuinely powerful. It's not something I would say often, but it is genuinely powerful to see that many people coming together. It sort of illustrates the point of talking about unions. It illustrates the point of people from a collective, a group, let's say a cultural group, coming together to use their power as a group to influence change.
We will change! We will change! We will change! We will change! We want change! We want change! We want change! Wir haben die Kohle satt, unsere Zukunft, unsere Stadt. Wir haben die Kohle satt, unsere Zukunft, unsere Stadt.
If at this point you've got no idea why we're striking, then what on earth? You must be utter idiots if you're wondering why we're striking. Look around you. Look at the climate change. Look at the amount of CO2 in our atmosphere.
We are in Geneva, Italy, protesting against climate change because politicians today are not willing to do enough about it. So we're taking to the streets to fight for our futures and for those who are suffering from the consequences of climate change today.
In our trade unions, if we see or experience inequality, bullying, unfairness, prejudice, and our bosses are not listening to us, not consulting us before making decisions, we get together and try to do something about it by drawing people's attention to it, particularly the decision makers. As well as reacting to problems at work, workers in trade unions also want to make the workplace and the wider community a fairer place. What do you think can be done to achieve a fairer society? But just to bring this all back into the classroom, here and now, what do you think you might want to improve in your school? Do you think anything is unfair? Who do you want to listen to you? Why? Is it about your uniform, dinners, break, times, toilets, exams? There's always a way to change things for the better. And we'll leave you with this.
Right now, I believe trade unions should be focusing on companies who are despicably firing and rehiring the workforce and using COVID as an excuse to do so. This is when companies fire their workforce but rehire them on contracts in which their conditions are worse off, and it's a disgrace that companies are using COVID as an excuse to do this.
I think that's going to be a question for the next generation of young union members. I think that we really have to listen to the people who are coming up. Anyone who joins the workforce post-COVID is coming into a really different world. So that's, we need to sort of be prepared for that.
Yeah, I think that unions should be doing more to encourage young people and precarious workers to join, as precarious workers are normally not members of trade unions, and I think it would end a lot of the problems that young people are facing in the workplace.
I definitely believe trade unions can be improved. The world of work is so different to what it was 10 or 20 years ago. So many more people are on 0-hour contracts or temporary contracts and trying to juggle 2 or 3 jobs, and trade unions need to adapt to this new way of working and organise within these workplaces who do not have trade union agreements.
I think we should be working towards protecting people's wages, protecting people's homes, and on top of that, with the rising unemployment, we should be fighting to protect jobs and stop redundancies. There's so much to fight against right now.
We hope you found this session useful, because it's your life and we need you to run the trade unions for the workplaces of the future. Because you are the future. Thanks for your time.